Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Great having you guys here. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And today I'd like to talk about a few of the watches. I probably already covered them in my channel. Of course, I don't think I've covered this beautiful Flighty yet, simply because I'm humble enough to say I don't understand how this works. But I'm very happy to have in my collection. But the topic for today is I've actually had a few people reaching out to me and some of my local subscribers and ask myself the question, say, Felix, we're all new to collecting entry-level Seikos. We love the brand, and we want to have pieces in our collection that we can enjoy for the long term. And we learned if you want to buy some iconic good Seikos that has cult following, you better act early before they are totally discontinued. Which one we should buy now in 2023? Right, I actually started asking the question last year. So I like to bring few pieces that I think is going to probably gonna have that value increase and or value retention doing really well in the used market once they are officially or unofficially announced discontinued. Let's face it, all products by great companies will be facing discontinue one day or another simply because they have to produce new product to replace its position to have the future growth for the company. But I think those few proposition, the value proposition, different variation, different color wave, different dimensions, really give you guys a sense of scale of the variety that we can have. This is going to be a great video, okay? So let us get straight into it. The first thing I like to talk about, the reason why I have SKX 009 in my spec is because you guys know this watch. The SKX has been talked to death. There's literally nothing that I can add on top of what's being said for the millions of times. As we know, this particular SKX line, they start manufacture very early in the 90s and had a tremendous lens, on this planet Earth, help a lot of people in their daily life, achieving great goals, very reliable, timeless design. And unfortunately, of course, everything comes to an end. The SKX line as a whole discontinued, I think, 2019, 2018. The rest of the story, as we know, even though there has been extreme amount of quantity that had ever been produced by the brand, but those SKSs out there selling much more than what they used to be. Of course, if you're looking at buying a brand new, whether you're looking at three most popular suspect, we have the 007, just imagine that they're there. That's the black. This is the 009J. That's the Pepsi, and we have the 011J, which is orange. As a brand new, they're all selling well beyond, I would say, 500 USD, 600 USD now. Now, as a collector, if you got money to spend for the match and place in your watch box and to keep that as a brand new forever, personally, I don't think you will lose value in 10 or 20 years time. But for me, I don't do that. I wear all my watches. I enjoy all of them on my wrist, and of course, maybe one day I'll get to buy some additional pieces, just place them away in my cardboards. But for now, I do enjoy them in real life. Now, guys, even looking at this, a very mint condition, with the box and papers, you're still looking at spending sort of north of 200. I would probably say in the north of 300. If you want to get a piece like this, of course, you can add an additional strap core bracelet to change it up. But what happens if you want to pick up the future SKXs that knowing they will be highly demanded and they will be discontinued? Which watch would you like to add? Again, this is just my humble opinion. You can have totally yours, and you can say a couple of their watches not in the same part when it comes to spec or utility or reliability over the SKX. But again, you know what I mean. I love each of my pieces in the rotation. I don't disrespect one to another. I think they all have its uniqueness, greatly made, and very happy to wear them on. Okay, so there are three watches I believe in the next few years, or if you're looking at from now, sort of March 2023, that you can buy. And I think you can be confident saying if you keep the pieces in mint condition with the brand new price you're paying today, you won't really lose a lot of money, in a couple years time. If you ever decided to flip them for another piece, or you just happily keep them forever in your collection. So those are the three pieces I believe you should add. Of course, some of those three carries more heritage, more reputation, more name cachet than the others. But again, let's treat them all equally. Okay, so the first one we know is the SNXX79. The nickname for this is the baby Rolex killer. The second one that we have here is the Eskin AM97 under the Seiko Recraft series. This is the green one. And the third one, the last one that we have here, is the well-known Seiko Flighty. So this is the quartz. The other two are automatic, but this is the quartz watch. Very heavily covered. Many people, I think I'm just gonna quote his words for it. Not Frederico Talk Watches. What's his name? Jody from the Time Teller. He said specifically that the Flighty represent the last generation of great Seiko that was already built, already spec'd, especially in contrast of what they're asking for those watches back in the days, and what they're asking for the modern Seikos nowadays. Now, first of all, I just like to talk about the prices of those three. I just did check before I'm making this video, so I just want to make sure all the information stay relevant and they are accurate to a point, because I just looked them up. Now, the baby Rolex killer, you can still buy them brand new, the J version. So this is the made in Japan version from Creation Watches for 150 USD. Okay, so for 150 bucks, you can buy them brand new. You don't have to look for a source or second-hand used market. Buy them brand new at 150 USD. The Eskin AM97 Recraft green dial, you can buy this for 159 USD from Mark's Long Island Watches. Of course, I know there's tons of people selling on the used market, but just buy brand new, 159 bucks. Lastly, of course, we have the Flighty here. Creation Watches as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe they also have this in stock. Probably the cheapest on the market as a brand new, 399. So for 400 bucks, this is a lot more pricier than the other two. You can actually buy them and still have 100 bucks compared to if you're buying a brand new one of those. So if you look at the mini rotation or collection, as you call it, you can have those three beautiful pieces, daily wear. A dress wear, if you can call this, something uniqueness with that exotic dial, with that green and that gold indices, reflects like nothing else. And you have one of the legends at 200-meter water resistance Flighty as an aviation watch. You can build these awesome 3 entry-level Seiko collections for 300 plus. Okay, you can build a brand new collection for 700 bucks. So I'm not talking about you gotta spend time and taking the risk of buying a used market, not knowing what has happened. Of course, if you're new to the Seiko collection journey, you're probably more confident buying them a brand new. So you can build a brand new collection of the 3 very individualized, full of character watches for 700 bucks. I don't think that's a bad value proposition. Just in contrast, I thought about saying this. You buy one of those 62 mass. Of course, it doesn't come on the bracelet. Not those 3 as well. They come on different bracelet. But you can buy one of those as a brand new for 800, 900. I think the ones you buy now has the lumen clock and the 3 o'clock. I prefer the old version of the early productions, but you're spending 800-900 without a bracelet. If you're aiming for buying a brand new bracelet, it costs you probably $1,000. We'll say probably even more. Why not? If you're happy with it, guys, this is the way I look at things, right? They're all pretty equal, but which one do you prefer? You buying one watch like this cost you 900, $1,000, or confidently buying a brand new of those 3 very full of character, fun Seikos for a lot less. I think at least they're gonna think about that value proposition. And hopefully, if anyone out there is sort of looking and considering the same thing, hopefully this video helps, because watches like this, they have a timeless design. They have something that captures people's attention, not just now and not just before, but I really believe for many years to come. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys 3 of those watches together. I do understand many of my subscribers having all sort of premium and diver focused Seiko collection, all the way up to sort of LX tuners, of course MM300, which I'm very proud to own some of them as well. But guys, don't discontinue with your value against those propositions, because they are great, guys. absolutely beast of a watch, overly built, very good finishing, cult following, flighty, absolutely fun. Just let me guys, I just get this under my lighting here. Just show you the lume on these little boys here. A Rolex baby killer with a 38 or 37 dial size, extremely well done anthracite, or you can get one of those beautiful Recraft Seiko beast of a watch. The finishing on those Seikos for 150 bucks. I don't know how to do it, to be honest. I don't know how the retailers sort of make money on the profit margin, or sort of how Seiko sold them at. But for 150 bucks, the brushing, the transition to polishing, I'm not sure how lighting condition captures and all. But guys, just take my words for it. For 150 bucks, for a focus like this, for in terms of quality, you can see that case back, extremely well done. It is just astonishing value, guys. Okay, so that's my message for today, guys. If you got 5, 6, or 700 bucks that you want to spend, maybe buying yourself a nice those 50 bucks or those three slots of watch box. Put them in. They will look brilliant, guys. I'm serious. For brand new cost of those watches, and some of them even come with warranties, especially with the Croatian watches and Mark's Long Island watches. They are fantastic retailer as far as I know, and they are great watches. Okay, guys. So if you're on the fence about those great watches, or you have any questions about those watches, please chime in the comments below. I'm sure myself and many of my other subscribers will be willing to sharing their experiences with it, and tell me whether you agree or not in terms of buying some of those three and knowing they will do really well in our watch hobby and the community in the future. Okay, guys. Now, with that out of the way, really looking forward to speak to you and show you what I have next time. But before that, I wish you guys the best of luck. No doubt. I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.